Hey strangers, so it's so weird because this is my first beauty related video while being in quarantine. If you guys don't know already, right now, well, obviously you guys know everybody's in quarantine, duh. Anyways, it's my first video doing my brain, the corona. Doing this detox mask. Read the title. So this is a small company from Vancouver, and obviously like with all the shit that's going on around the world, it's been kind of hard for me to kind of jump back to doing beauty videos, so I had to just be like, Soap, if you're gonna be doing like some sort of mask for the first time, just record it and just put it out, put some sort of content out. And obviously it makes me forget a little bit about what's going on outside. Night Paloma is a small business that my gift shop actually carries and sells, so I'm really excited to try this out. Oh my god, and I totally forgot to put this on. So let's turn on the light. This mask here that I'm gonna try out, it is the charcoal and rose detox mask, and I know I definitely need a detox mask. I haven't been wearing makeup for at least a week, and I've been in quarantine for at least a week, which is crazy. So another week to go where I can feel a little bit more comfortable that I've self-isolated properly, and can go out and do my grocery shopping. But for now, I'm just, you know, monitoring myself. Let me see here what I can read about this mask. So this detox mask, I think it's retailed for $22. You get about 55 grams of it, but my manager was so sweet, she gave me a little tester for me to try, and it says here you can mix it with water, yogurt, or honey. And because my skin is a little bit like dried off from everything and a little oily too in some oily spots, I am gonna mix it with honey, and I'm so excited. Alright, so what we're gonna do is make sure we put the hair out of the face. And then I've smelled this before, it smells pretty damn good. It says here that there's rolled oats in there, rose petals, kaolin clay, and it's great for balancing pH level. So it's really good for protecting from bacteria and pollutants. I'm just reading off the website, obviously. And then mixing it with raw honey is good for like dry skin. So it's great for clearing pores, moisturizing and soothing. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's open this up. I don't think it says how much I have in here for the sample. No. And I'll obviously list the website down below as well, so you guys can see where you can get it. Ooh, there's actually quite a lot in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There is quite a lot in that. So what we're gonna do is, I think, it says here, start with a fresh face, mix entire pack with a teaspoon of water, yogurt, or honey. Let me go grab that stuff, the teaspoon, and I'm gonna make sure I have no makeup, because I did put some like weird little freckles here because I wanted to. So wait one second. I'm gonna use this hydrating micellar cleansing water with green tea by Innisfree. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not really a huge fan of this. Aren't you supposed to be in quarantine right now? Not a huge fan of this micellar water because I find that it doesn't really take off my makeup as much, but it's the only one that I have right now. So I'm just gonna make sure I take all those freckles off and take all that shit off. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this whole shiz in here. Yeah, there's quite a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll cover my face, hopefully, but smells good. I think they have another scent too, if I'm correct, unless I'm thinking about something else. Let me see. Oh no, they don't. My bad. So they only have this flavor, and then now we are going to put in that tablespoon or teaspoon of honey, which I have here. Oh god, I haven't used this honey in a long time, but thank god honey does not expire, as they say. So I'm just gonna put a good amount like that. As you can see. Then I'm gonna put it in here. Ooh, kind of looks like I'm doing a cooking thing. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that up right there. so far it looks like this. I'm kind of interested. I'm gonna keep mixing it so there's no more powder residue, and then we're gonna apply it on my face and see how it goes. I found a trick, so I had to like put the bowl on a side, and then as I'm stirring with the spoon, I just basically made sure that I was kneading it. So what I'm trying to say is like I would lift it up and then later put the spoon down, squish it, and then just keep stirring it like that. Because I don't want to use the spoon to spread it on my face due to hygienic purposes. I am going to use a tool. This is a tool from Sephora that I love so much. It actually helps with like not only scooping masks on this side and then cleaning it on this side. It's really great for if you have like a jar of lotion and you don't want to get lotion in your nails. I know, first world problems, it works really well for that. So let me just make sure I scrape all these from the spoon so I have every little bit. Smell wise, it just smells like straight up honey. Let's put this on. Ooh. I think I've tried this before at my shop with just water, and I think the water one is easier to apply because obviously honey is sticky, but we're just gonna put this on and see how it goes. Ooh. Smells like I'm putting legit like beeswax candle on my face. But the last time I tried it with water, I placed it on my one acne that was giving me troubles, and it really did help it. So I really am curious to see. But yeah, I want to know, how are you guys dealing with the whole quarantine stuff? Like, are you guys doing good? I know here in Canada, like, we're pretty fortunate enough to have a decent healthcare. I don't know much about it, but like from other countries, but I'm really fortunate to be here in this country, and I'm proud. But how are you guys doing? Like, are you guys coping okay? I really hope like everyone's family and stuff is doing well. I know I personally haven't been seeing my family for a while now, for obvious reasons, but I just don't want to risk it. Ooh, I'm kind of scared to put this near my nose hair. But so far, so good. Just gonna keep putting this on. And I'm also curious if it's easy to rinse this off and if there's any like exfoliation with it. As you can see, the consistency is pretty damn good. Alright, so I finished putting the mask on, and as you can see, definitely there's little specks of like, oh, it's so cool actually. I hope it doesn't drip down. But anyways, there's little pieces of rose petals, like dried rose petals, and also charcoal. And as I was putting it on here, because I have a pimple over here, the honey does kind of tug on your hair, so just be careful while you're doing that. But as I'm reading the ingredients and all that stuff, it says there's charcoal to absorb impurities, so it draws from like the dirt from the pores. There's also rose petals, as I was saying earlier, for retaining moisture and softening. And then the rolled oats is really good for like inflammation or redness, so if you're going through that right now. And the kaolin clay, it does provide a little bit of exfoliation, so I'm very excited for that. A part of me wants to taste it a little bit, but I know that's kind of weird if I do that. And I don't know if all, like, the ingredients are natural, but I mean, if I accidentally taste it, I'll let you guys know how it tastes. Not that it's meant for consuming. But it doesn't say here on the website how to use it, so I'm gonna assume that you want to leave it for at least about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna hop in the shower, rinse it off, and then I'll let you guys know what I think about it afterwards and if it's worth it to give it a try and purchase it. But I'm looking at the reviews, the written reviews on it, and it looks like it's really, really good reviews. I don't think there's one single 1 star, it's all 5 stars. which is pretty crazy. So let's leave this on for a bit and then I'll come back afterwards and let you guys know what I think. Alright, had this mask on for about, I want to say 15 minutes. I think the trickiest thing about this is I don't know when is the proper time to rinse it off. So I think with honey, because it's hydrating, should be okay to leave it on a little bit longer if you want a really deep cleanse. But because I want to shower, I want to get this off. I don't know what I thought about it. So while I was leaving it on, it did feel a little bit heated, and I think that's because of the charcoal. And from what I remembered when I tried it with just water, it like dried really quickly. So I'm really curious to see how honey feels, and I wish I had the full jar so then I can do honey one day and then, you know, like water next week. And I'm blabbering too much. Okay, let me go rinse this off. As you can see, it's dripping, so I'm gonna try this a little bit. It tastes like stale oats and charcoal. Don't eat it, don't eat it. That was just for jokes. Strangers, so I'm back. I just finished showering and my hair is dry now, as you can see. But when I rinsed off the mask, it was so interesting because there was a slight exfoliation, but it wasn't from the charcoal because the charcoal is already like powdered up. So was the clay, but it was from the little dried rose petals. So it felt so nice. It was very easy to clean off, even though I used it with honey. So I just added like some warm water and just kind of like really accentuated the exfoliation. Now I'm gonna put like some flashlight on my nose because I've had problems with like pores and shit. I want to see if this has helped. So from what I can see, and I'm being totally honest with you guys, so my pores, it looks like it's getting oily again on the nose area, but it has taken a lot of the, whatchamacallit, the dirt, which is nice. So I think if I were to have a jar of this and use it as a weekly thing, definitely it would help out. The smell was amazing, it wasn't too strong, and I think I would definitely repurchase this again, like as a full jar, because one, it's a powder form, so it's not gonna like go spoiled that easily. There's 3 different ways of using it, you know, depending on what you're trying to target. You can either target it for dry, dehydrated skin, for oily, acne-prone skin, or just for regulation of balancing. So again, you can use it with honey, yogurt, or water. So I think I would definitely repurchase that again, and hopefully the company makes more sense from that. And I mean, I'm always about like supporting smaller businesses, especially during this time. You know, I've always been a fan of like checking out like small underground companies and then just doing reviews like this. But anyways, I try my best to do a beauty video and a vlogging video once per week. That might change just because of this whole quarantine thing, but I really hope that you guys are being safe, you guys are being kind to one another, kind to yourself. And I find that this is a huge challenge, just kind of like being in touch and being forced to be one with your feelings, one with your mentality, one with your inner thoughts, and whatever it is that makes you happy, definitely be with your family if you can. If you guys are living under the same roof, take precautions and just stay safe. But as always, I like talking to myself. That's not a lie. If you guys like what you see, hit subscribe. Bye.